Exclusive contracted novel by Feilu Novel Network. Weak talent. 2.5 years of martial arts training, invincible from birth. On the eve of the martial arts college entrance examination, you traveled through time. You have noticed that your talent gap has made you famous throughout the school. Fortunately, you have awakened the upgrade panel and won't click anywhere. Martial apprentice upgrade to Grandmaster, then upgrade to Human Emperor, continue to upgrade to Bone upgrade to Supreme Bone, then upgrade to Pangu Bone, continue to upgrade to various techniques. You can directly upgrade to the Yuan Man. All kinds of martial arts skills, you have upgraded to the full level. When others are still striving for the martial arts college entrance examination, your goal is to compete for the top spot among all ethnic groups. Race for supremacy, losers, all races destroyed. And you, be the martial arts champion of all the heavens and all the tribes. Feilu Novel Network reminds you that this novel and its characters are purely fictional. If there are any similarities, they are purely coincidental and should not be imitated. Chapter 1. Register for Martial Arts Class. You are listening at novel.Audio. Classroom. There is only 1 week left until the assessment of the martial arts class. Only by entering the martial arts class can one enjoy more resources and better guidance from the school, and be admitted to their desired martial arts university. As for those students who cannot enter the martial arts class, as the class monitor, I suggest abandoning martial arts and pursuing the path of martial arts, studying cultural courses, and getting into a liberal arts university. The class monitor stood on the podium and spoke loudly to the students in the classroom. Sitting in the left back corner of the classroom, there was a handsome young man who couldn't help but give a bitter smile. With my abilities, it's difficult for me to get into the martial arts class and I'm not qualified for the martial arts university. Should I give up martial arts and pursue a liberal arts university instead? The handsome young man's name is Wang, and he has been traveling to this martial arts world for several years. Over the years, Wang has been diligently practicing martial arts. However, due to his poor talent, his cultivation progress has not been ideal. At this moment, Wang has become somewhat disheartened about his path of martial arts. At this moment, a line of small characters with iron paintings and silver hooks appeared in front of Wang. Congratulations to the host for successfully activating the unlimited upgrade system. Then, another semi-transparent infinite upgrade panel appeared in front of Wang. Name: Wang. Age: 18 years old. Cultivation method: Basic cultivation method. Level 8. Energy points: 6. Can be used to improve martial arts and techniques. Golden finger. I finally waited for you. I knew that as a traveler, the standard accessory of golden fingers would be available no matter what. At this moment, Wang, who had originally been disheartened by the path of martial arts, had infinite hope in his eyes. He felt that his path to martial arts had stabilized. At this moment, the class monitor standing on the podium was still loudly saying, "Although in this era, it is a martial arts era, claiming that everything is inferior, only the martial arts are high. Only by becoming a warrior can one become a superior person. However, college students from liberal arts universities can also have a good future. Now, let me count the candidates who have applied for the martial arts class." Watching the classmates eager to try and sign up for the martial arts class, the class monitor chuckled lightly. Hee hee. Then, the class monitor added, "Here, I would like to remind you that there are admission criteria for martial arts classes. Only students with strong abilities are admitted, and students with poor abilities will not be admitted even if they register. So, before registering for the martial arts class, everyone should first think about whether their strength is sufficient to qualify. Alright, let's start registering now." The class monitor's words fell, and the atmosphere in the classroom first quieted down for a while. Then, in the next moment, there were many voices of discussion, which suddenly rang out. Are you applying for the martial arts class? Hehe, I won't report it anymore. I have self-awareness, and my basic cultivation method has only reached the 8th level. My strength is only 160 kilograms. With my limited ability, even if I apply for the martial arts class, I cannot meet the admission requirements. Yes, only by elevating the basic cultivation method to the 9th level and reaching a strength of about 200 kilograms, can one have a chance of being admitted to the martial arts class. There are about 100 students in our class, but there are definitely no more than 10 who are qualified to apply for the martial arts class. Can we say that in our future, we can only abandon martial arts and pursue cultural studies, apply to a liberal arts university, and ultimately become a vassal of martial artists? Alas, a liberal arts university is the only way out for us people with poor qualifications. Amidst numerous discussions among students, some stood up and walked towards the class monitor on the podium, starting to apply for the martial arts class. And these students who apply for martial arts classes all have one thing in common, which is that they are burly, robust, and have far more strength than ordinary students at first glance. There are only a few people who are qualified to apply for the martial arts class. Look at the muscles on their arms, full of a sense of strength. Their punching power is much stronger than us people. After entering the martial arts class and being admitted to the martial arts university, they are no longer in the same class as us. Yes, they are human beings, while we are just muddy legs at the bottom of society. Even if we get into a liberal arts university and our social status improves a bit, we cannot compare with them. I really envy these people's martial arts talents. If only I had such a talent for martial arts. Looking at the students who registered for the martial arts class and the people present, jealousy overflowed in their eyes. At this moment, a faint voice rang out from the corner of the classroom and fell in the ears of the whole class, attracting everyone's attention. Class monitor, I am Wang Tianyu, registering for the martial arts class. Wang Tianyu stood up in the corner and said to the class monitor on the podium. Although currently, he has only about 160 kilograms of strength when he reaches the 8th level of basic cultivation methods, which is not considered strong in the class. Also unable to meet the admission criteria for martial arts classes. Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. Chapter 2. Where will I click? You are listening at novel.Audio. However, Wang Tianyu, who possesses the upgraded golden finger, has enough confidence to elevate his strength to the level of admission to the martial arts class within a few days. No need to wait a few days. Today, I can elevate my strength to the level of admission to the martial arts class. Wang Tianyu murmured softly. When Wang Tianyu heard that he wanted to register for the martial arts class, the class leader had not spoken yet. The classmates sitting around all started to mock him. What? I didn't hear it wrong, did I? Wang Tianyu, who has such poor martial arts talent, actually wants to apply for the martial arts class. I also suspect that I heard it wrong. After all, Wang Tianyu only broke through the basic cultivation method to the 8th level 2 days ago, and his strength was only 150-60 kilograms. With just this little bit of strength, do you still want to apply for the martial arts class? This is too lacking in self-awareness, isn't it? Yes, with a force of over 100 kilograms, he will definitely not be admitted to the martial arts class. I see, Wang Tianyu is crazy about wanting to enter the martial arts class. Wang Tianyu is too overconfident. At this moment, these classmates in the class looked at Wang Tianyu as if they were looking at a clown from an acrobatic troupe, their eyes full of ridicule. At this moment, the class monitor standing on the podium slowly spoke to Wang Tianyu. Wang Tianyu, do you really want to apply for the martial arts class? Hehe, please forgive me for being blunt. With your strength and your poor martial arts talent, even if you apply for a martial arts class, you cannot pass the assessment and become a student of the martial arts class. As the class monitor, I feel it's my duty to remind you that you should have self-awareness and never overestimate yourself, because when the time comes, you will lose face with Wang Tianyu. Actually, the class monitor doesn't want Wang Tianyu to register. Because when someone like Wang Tianyu, who has little ability, applies to the martial arts class, he not only loses face with Wang Tianyu, but also with the face of his class. Upon hearing the class monitor's words, Wang Tianyu's face turned cold, and then he calmly replied. I remember every student in the school is eligible to apply for martial arts classes, without limiting their martial arts talents or abilities. So, do I have any questions about applying for the martial arts class? As for whether I can be admitted to the martial arts class, that's my problem. I won't have to worry about it for the class monitor. After Wang Tianyu finished speaking, he quickly walked to the podium. After taking the roster from the class monitor and writing his name on it, Wang Tianyu was too lazy to linger in the classroom. He turned around and left the classroom. Watching Wang Tianyu leave, after a second of silence in the classroom, countless intense discussions rang out. What Wang Tianyu said is so arrogant, so is there any problem with my application? What he said is really arrogant. It's not worth the class monitor's trouble, and Wang Tianyu doesn't pay to take care of himself. With his meager strength and mediocre martial arts talent, even if he signs up for a martial arts class, he won't be able to pass. That's right. Wang Tianyu's application for the martial arts class was a disgrace in the past. The class leader advised him not to apply in order to give Wang Tianyu some face, but Wang Tianyu did not accept the class leader's favor. Wang Tianyu, this is giving face without respect. Do you think Wang Tianyu can pass the assessment of the martial arts class? Are you mentally ill? How could you ask this question? Wang Tianyu will definitely not pass the assessment. I'll put my words here. If Wang Tianyu can pass the assessment of the martial arts class and become a formal student of the martial arts class, I'll eat everything in the toilet. Hehe, in terms of Wang Tianyu's strength, you definitely can't eat what's in the school restroom. These students are making wild jokes. They all believe that Wang Tianyu's participation in the martial arts class assessment is a disgrace, and in the end, he will definitely not pass. Wang Tianyu, who had left the classroom, did not choose to leave the school. Instead, he went to the rooftop of the teaching building, found a very secluded corner, and sat up. In front of Wang Tianyu, the upgrade panel was quietly outlined. Name: Wang Tianyu. Cultivation method: the 8th level of basic cultivation method. Energy points: 6. Use energy points to improve the cultivation method and try the effect. Wang Tianyu took a deep breath. Then, Wang Tianyu silently recited in his heart. Consume energy points and improve basic cultivation methods. Wang Tianyu's mind twitched. On the next breath, Wang Tianyu's eyes flickered and his vision became blurred. When Wang Tianyu's gaze became clearer again, he found himself entering a strange space. The light in the space was hazy, and the end of his gaze was gray, making it difficult for Wang Tianyu to see very clearly. As soon as he entered this space, Wang Tianyu began to cultivate basic cultivation methods. Various insights about basic cultivation methods have been infused into Wang Tianyu's mind, without any hint of bitterness. It's like the insight that Wang Tianyu gained through his own cultivation. And Wang Tianyu could still feel that as he absorbed the basic cultivation method, his body was also undergoing tremendous changes. Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. Chapter 3. The enemy's path is narrow. You are listening at novel.Audio. Wang Tianyu's muscles are strengthening, and his skin is becoming more resilient. These changes are all external manifestations of the basic cultivation method breaking through higher levels, and now they all appear one by one in Wang Tianyu's body. Although still in the strange space, absorbing his cultivation insights, Wang Tianyu could clearly sense that the power he could unleash was rapidly increasing. By consuming energy points, one can enter this strange cultivation space, and then absorb the cultivation insights from the underworld, making them my own insights. Moreover, while absorbing the insights of cultivation, all the changes that cultivation will bring to the body will also appear in sync with me, Wang Tianyu. The ability to upgrade the panel is really incredible. At this time, Wang Tianyu had a first-hand experience of upgrading the functionality of the panel. A great first-hand experience. Wang Tianyu seems to have been practicing hard in the cultivation space for a month, and it seems like he has been practicing hard for a year. In the end, Wang Tianyu finally broke through the basic cultivation method of the 8th level to the 9th level. At the moment of official breakthrough, Wang Tianyu's eyes flickered again and his vision became blurred. And when Wang Tianyu's gaze became clear again, he found himself out of that strange cultivation space. In front of him was still the rooftop of the school. Has the promotion ended? The next moment, Wang Tianyu sat cross-legged and stood up on the rooftop, proficiently practicing the basic cultivation method. Wang Tianyu is very skilled in every movement. Every step is perfect and flawless. Even the most demanding warrior, when he saw Wang Tianyu practicing basic cultivation methods, he couldn't find any mistakes or omissions. Feeling the abundant sense of strength in his body, Wang Tianyu carefully estimated and whispered to himself. At the 8th level of the basic cultivation method, my strength was 160 kilograms. Now on the 9th floor, my strength should have reached 200 kilograms. With a force of 200 kilograms, entering the martial arts class should be no problem. A joyful smile appeared on Wang Tianyu's face. However, the specific weight achieved still needs to be tested using a strength testing machine. However, the strength testers in school are only used for assessment purposes. I want to test my specific strength, only by going to a martial arts school. I have previously registered for training at a martial arts school and paid several thousand yuan in training fees. I can use the school's equipment. Now I will go to the martial arts school to test my strength. After all, as a warrior, one still needs a clear understanding of one's own strength. After practicing the basic cultivation method, Wang Tianyu walked down the rooftop and quickly left the school, heading towards a nearby martial arts school. When Wang Tianyu first walked to the school gate, a contemptuous remark came from one side of the gate. Hee, Wang Tianyu, I heard from your classmates that you applied for the martial arts class. This is really a big joke. With your level of 8th level basic cultivation method, you are also worthy of applying to the school's martial arts class. Upon hearing this sarcastic remark, Wang Tianyu's face turned cold. Wang Tianyu's gaze turned towards the direction of the sarcastic words. What caught Wang Tianyu's eye was a tall male classmate. By the roadside. Wang Tianyu's face turned even colder. Lu Hebian, although not Wang Tianyu's classmate, is also a student in the same grade. From elementary school to high school, both of them were classmates. In elementary school, there were some conflicts between the two, and Lu Hebian always regarded Wang Tianyu as an enemy, and conflicts would erupt whenever they met. However, due to the stronger martial arts skills of Lu Hebian, when the two of them clashed, it was often Wang Tianyu who had to suffer some losses. It seems that today, I will settle the accounts with Lu Hebian from before. If there is kindness, repay it, if there is hatred, naturally seek revenge. Wang Tianyu silently recited in his heart. Seeing Wang Tianyu standing there silently, Lu Hebian walked towards him and said disdainfully. Your classmates all say that you are beyond your control, and I also think you lack self-awareness. My 8th level of basic cultivation method has been completed, and I am only one step away from breaking through the 9th level. My strength has reached 180 kilograms, and I have not even applied for the martial arts class. With your strength that has just broken through the 8th level and only 160 kilograms of strength, how can you qualify to apply for the martial arts class? The more Lu Hebian spoke, the more disdainful his face became. Wang Tianyu, why don't you look in the mirror and see what you look like? If you don't have the money to buy a mirror, then you can just pee and take a look at yourself. The next moment, just as he arrived at the side of Lu He by Wang Tianyu's side, he felt a burst of wind and suddenly came from in front of him, forcing him to stop talking. Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. Chapter 4. Everyone exclaimed. You are listening at novel full.audio. Originally, it was Wang Tianyu who punched him in the cheek. I, Wang Tianyu, have no interest in gossiping with you. Now, lie down for me. Wang Tianyu snorted coldly. And when Lu Hebian saw Wang Tianyu's fist attacking him, he sneered coldly. With your little strength, how dare you take the initiative to attack me? It's just self-inflicted humiliation. Lu Hebian also waved his fist and threw it at Wang Tianyu's fist. Bang! The next second, the two fists collided fiercely. Then, Lu Hebian's originally contemptuous expression immediately turned into shock. Because he felt a powerful force erupt from Wang Tianyu's fist. This force far exceeds his power. Bang! Immediately after, Lu Hebian's body, as if hit by a car, flew out towards the back. Bang! Finally, Lu Hebian collided heavily with the school gate. Wang Tianyu, how could your strength be so strong? Have you already broken through your basic cultivation method from the 8th level to the 9th level? Crashing against the roadside crane at the school gate, he endured the intense pain from all over his body and spoke in surprise. And in response to Lu Hebian, it was Wang Tianyu's fist. Bang! Wang Tianyu walked briskly to the side of Lu Hebian and punched him in the face. Click! With a crisp click, the bridge of Lu Hebian's nose was directly broken by Wang Tianyu's fist. This kick is revenge on you for bullying me in 3rd grade. Wang Tianyu kicked Lu Hebian's leg and, with all his strength, broke it off. Then, Wang Tianyu slapped Lu Hebian's face again. This slap is revenge for insulting me in 5th grade. Another slap is to avenge your 6th grade scolding of me. Give me a slap in the face, it's revenge for hitting me on the first day of junior high school. After avenging the first day of junior high school, Wang Tianyu did not continue to beat Lu Hebian. Because Wang Tianyu was afraid of further attacks, he killed Lu Hebian. Killing someone at the school gate and having so many classmates testify would cause me a lot of trouble. Taking a glance at the onlookers, Wang Tianyu waved his hand. Then, amidst the awe-inspiring gaze of his classmates, Wang Tianyu quickly left. Only Lu Hebian collapsed on the roadside, constantly making painful screams in his mouth. As Wang Tianyu's figure dissipated and left, the onlookers couldn't help but argue. Which class is that classmate from? He has a lot of strength, it seems that his basic cultivation methods have reached the 9th level. These students from the 9th level of basic cultivation methods are considered elite in our school. They are seeded players in the martial arts class and also in the martial arts university. Ah, I really envy these 9th level students. I have only reached the 8th level of cultivation, and if I want to reach the 9th level, it will take at least more than half a year. However, there is only 1 week left until the martial arts class assessment, and there is not enough time. Yes, on the path of martial arts, if we fall behind step by step, the consequence is that we will never be able to catch up. If we miss this martial arts class, we will basically miss the chance to attend martial arts university and can only take the entrance exam to a liberal arts university. Oh, I know all the elite seed players in our school, but why don't I know that classmate just now? These students are speculating about Wang Tianyu's identity. Even in their dreams, they would never have imagined that the elite seeded player they spoke of was just an ordinary student just over a decade ago. Even Wang Tianyu was ridiculed by many classmates for his poor martial arts talent. Martial arts school. At this time, it is school break time, so there are a lot of students in the martial arts school. After all, many students choose to come to martial arts schools to exercise after school, so that they can stay one step ahead of other students on the path of martial arts. The students nowadays are really too busy. Not only do we have to study at school, but we also cannot rest after school. We have to run to the martial arts school to continue studying. Alas, I don't need to take the exam anymore. I just need to consume energy points to improve my skills, and I can surpass these students' countless years of hard cultivation. Looking at the students who were diligently practicing in the martial arts school, Wang Tianyu murmured with emotion. Among those students, Wang Tianyu also saw some familiar faces. They are all students from the same school as him. Even a few of them are his classmates. At this moment, a burly warrior coach was loudly explaining the basic cultivation methods to the students. The basic cultivation method is currently the most popular practice among the people. This basic cultivation method is easy to get started with, but it is not easy, or even difficult, to achieve perfection. The easiest stage of practicing the method is the first 9 levels, and at the same time, this stage also has the least increase in human growth. Starting from the 9th level, the difficulty of cultivation has skyrocketed, but the level of enhancement of people's strength has also been greatly improved. Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. Chapter 5. Breakthrough is the simplest thing. You are listening at novel.Audio. Before the 9th layer, for every level raised, there was an increase of 20.30 kilograms of force. However, once breaking through from the 9th layer to the 10th layer, there was a direct increase of 80 kilograms of force. Breaking through from the 10th layer to the 11th layer can also increase the force by hundreds of kilograms. So, students must remember that breaking through the 10th level of the 9th level of the cultivation method is a qualitative change, and completing this qualitative change requires more effort from us. As the martial arts coach was saying this, a student in the crowd suddenly spoke up and asked. Coach, my current progress in basic cultivation is at level 9. I want to know how long I need to practice before I can break through to level 10. For a while, many students were eagerly waiting for the coach's answer. After all, among the more than 200 students present, there are also over 30 who have advanced their basic cultivation methods to the 9th level. They all want to know how long it will take to cultivate their skills to reach the 10th level. And the martial arts coach also knew that everyone was eager to know the answer, so he didn't beat around the bush, but directly answered. To break through to the 10th level of the 9th level cultivation method, it takes at least 10 months of hard work to have a chance. If you come from a privileged family, you can spend several million yuan to purchase those nourishing medicines for your body. So, this time can be shortened by only 6 months, and there is a chance to break through the 10th layer. Upon hearing Coach Wu's answer, the students present couldn't help but argue. After 10 months of hard work, I only have a chance to break through. It's been too long, isn't it? It's almost a year now. Yeah, this is still 10 months of hard work and practice. If you don't practice hard enough and work hard enough, I estimate it will take at least a year to break through. Moreover, it's not necessarily possible to break through, it's just a chance to break through. The only way to shorten this cultivation period is to purchase nourishing soup medicine, but that nourishing soup medicine is really too expensive. Yes, it will cost several million. Although my family's conditions are relatively good, I can't afford to spend that much money to buy soup and medicine. Don't think about herbal medicine, let's work hard to cultivate. Sigh, it's said that martial arts are harder than reaching the blue sky. I've experienced it. Upon hearing the voices of numerous students discussing, the martial arts coach loudly encouraged them. Don't be discouraged. You should know that the path of martial arts relies on the skill of grinding water. If you want to become a warrior, you must endure loneliness. As a coach of the martial arts school, I assure you that students who have reached the 9th level of basic cultivation methods can come to our martial arts school every day and receive careful guidance from our martial arts masters. Within 9 months, you can break through the 10th layer. However, this kind of careful guidance requires coaches to put in a lot of effort, so the fee standard is not low, with a student's tuition fee of 200,000 yuan. Interested students, please go to the front desk and register later. Many students who have reached the 9th level are full of excitement upon hearing the words of the martial arts coach. Even a few students, after a moment of silence, immediately ran to the front desk of the martial arts school to register. Standing at the edge of the crowd, Wang Tianyu couldn't help but sigh after hearing numerous conversations between students and coaches. The journey of martial arts is indeed too difficult. Breaking through the 10th layer requires 10 months of hard work to have a chance. To shorten it to 6 months, it would require spending millions to purchase nourishing decoctions. The courses guaranteed to break through within 9 months for participating in the martial arts school charge up to 200,000 yuan. At this moment, Wang Tianyu had a clear understanding of the difficulty of the path of martial arts cultivation. The next second, a brilliant smile appeared on Wang Tianyu's face. Brilliant like warm sunshine. However, in this lifetime, I will not be able to experience the difficulties of the path of cultivation, because I can add points to become stronger, where the difficulties lie. Next, in front of Wang Tianyu, the upgrade panel was outlined. Cultivation Method. Basic Cultivation Method Level 9. Energy Points. 5. Does it take 10 months of hard cultivation to break through and have a chance? I only need one thought. Wang Tianyu silently recited in his heart. Consume energy points and elevate the basic cultivation method to the 10th level. As soon as the thought in his heart moved, Wang Tianyu felt a flash in his eyes. Then Wang Tianyu entered the strange cultivation space again. Wang Tianyu saw himself constantly practicing basic cultivation methods. Countless insights about the 10th level of cultivation flow like a small river in Wang Tianyu's mind. Integrate with Wang Tianyu's own memories. Boom! With the integration of countless cultivation insights, Wang Tianyu in the strange cultivation space, every step and detail of cultivation is flawless. There are no mistakes or omissions. And Wang Tianyu's body has once again strengthened. The power that his body can unleash is also constantly increasing. In the end, the cultivation in this strange space came to an end after lasting for about a year. Buzz! Wang Tianyu's eyes flickered, and the scene in front of him was no longer a strange cultivation space, but had turned back into a noisy and chaotic martial arts school. Breakthrough, it's just that simple. A simple addition saved me 200,000 yuan in martial arts school course fees and 9 months of hard cultivation. Breakthrough, sometimes it's just plain and boring. Wang Tianyu, with both hands in his pockets, sighed from the bottom of his heart. Feeling the increasingly surging power in his body, Wang Tianyu turned his head and looked at the left side of the martial arts school. There is a strength testing machine there. The students in the martial arts school have to test their strength there. Test the strength of my 10th layer and see how many kilograms there are. Wang Tianyu whispered a sentence. Then, Wang Tianyu walked towards the boxing test machine. At the boxing test machine, there are several people queuing up to test their boxing skills. One of the people standing at the end of the queue warmly greeted Wang Tianyu when they saw him. Tianyu, you have also come to the martial arts school to test your strength. Wang Tianyu took a closer look. The person who took the initiative to greet him was his only good friend at school. Chen Yonghua. However, unlike Wang Tianyu, who has poor martial arts talent, Chen Yonghua's martial arts talent is very good. A few days ago, Chen Yonghua broke through the cultivation method to the 9th level. Chen Yonghua can also be considered an elite seed player in the school. Chen Yonghua is also somewhat famous in school. Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. Chapter 6. Shocking the whole audience. You are listening at novel.Audio. Old Chen, you are also here. Wang Tianyu also responded to Chen Yonghua with a smile. Then, Wang Tianyu stood behind Chen Yonghua. Looking at Wang Tianyu, Chen Yonghua smiled bitterly and said, I applied for the martial arts class, and I heard that the admission requirement for last year's martial arts class was to have a strength of 200 kilograms. I came over to test my strength, so that I could have a sense of confidence. Upon hearing Chen Yonghua's words, Wang Tianyu nodded and said, Don't worry, if you break through the cultivation method to the 9th level, your own strength will reach 200 kilograms, and you will definitely pass the assessment of the martial arts class. Upon hearing Wang Tianyu's words, Chen Yonghua spoke in response. Well, there shouldn't be any problem, but let's test it and understand our true strength to have more confidence. I'm still thinking about whether or not to enroll in the training class that the coach mentioned, breaking through the 10th level within 9 months, which costs 200,000 yuan, which is a bit too much. When it came to breaking through the 10-level training class, Chen Yonghua couldn't help but sigh with frustration. Although the conditions in Chen Yong's country are better than those in Wang Tianyu's family. But it's not much better either. It was indeed a bit difficult for Chen Yonghua's parents to participate in the martial arts training class with 200,000 yuan at once. But if I don't enroll in training classes, without the careful guidance of martial artists, and rely solely on my own hard training, I estimate it will take about a year and a half to break through the 10th level. Speaking of this, Chen Yonghua's face was even more gloomy. Wang Tianyu beside comforted Chen Yonghua and said, It's okay not to enroll in the training class. As long as you pass the assessment of the martial arts class, after entering the martial arts class, there will be a tilt in school resources and stronger guidance from martial artists, which will definitely accelerate your speed of breaking through the 10th level. Upon hearing the benefits of entering the martial arts troupe, Chen Yonghua's gloomy expression slowly dissipated. So, I, Chen Yonghua, must pass the assessment of the school's martial arts class this time. During the conversation between Wang Tianyu and Chen Yonghua, the few people in front of them also completed their strength tests one by one. Tianyu, I'll test it first. After saying a word to Wang Tianyu, Chen Yonghua walked up to the strength testing machine. Chen Yonghua took a deep breath, then clenched his fist and slammed heavily towards the strength testing machine. Bang! A dull collision sound sounded inside the martial arts school, and a series of numbers were displayed on the display screen of the strength testing machine. 208 kilograms. Seeing the numbers on the screen, Chen Yonghua's fist once again slammed onto the strength testing machine. The rule of strength testing is to test 3 times, and then calculate the average of the 3 test values as a person's strength value. 202 kilograms. Chen Yonghua hit on the strength testing machine for the 3rd time. And this time, 2 lines of handwriting appeared on the display screen of the strength testing machine. 205 kilograms. 3 average values. 205 kilograms. Seeing the average value displayed on the screen, a happy expression appeared on Chen Yonghua's face. Chen Yonghua turned his head and happily said to Wang Tianyu, Tianyu, my average strength is 205 kilograms. As long as the admission criteria for this martial arts class are the same as last year's, I can pass the assessment, enter the martial arts class, and receive careful training from the school. Seeing Chen Yonghua happy, Wang Tianyu smiled and said, I'll just say that your strength is definitely not a problem. Alright, Chen, please give way and I'll also test my punching power. Chen Yonghua made way for Wang Tianyu's position. Seeing Wang Tianyu clenching his fist and preparing to strike the strength testing machine, Chen Yonghua, as Wang Tianyu's good friend, couldn't help but speak up early to comfort him. Tianyu, I know you have also applied for the martial arts class. Don't have any psychological pressure. As the saying goes, the outcome doesn't matter. The key is to participate. Your strength, although slightly different from 200 kilograms, don't be too sad, after all roads lead to Rome. A liberal arts university is also a good way out. Our relationship is so good. When I graduate from Wudao University, I will definitely cover you up and let you enjoy the prosperity of the world. After you finish testing, I'll treat you to a good meal and make you happy. By the way, a new foot washing city has opened near the martial arts school. I heard that the technician number 88 inside has excellent skills. I will invite you to experience that technician's skills later. You can't just wash your feet when going to the foot washing city. You must wash other areas. Tianyu, don't worry, brother. I will definitely ask you to wash a complete set. Tianyu, if I call you brother, you will be a lifelong brother. I will definitely cover you up. Amidst the comforting voice of Chen Yonghua, Wang Tianyu clenched his fist and slammed heavily onto the strength testing machine. The next second, the numbers appearing on the screen made Chen Yonghua, who was chattering incessantly, feel as if his mouth was being covered, and his words came to a sudden halt. 286 kilograms. Looking at the clear power value, Chen Yonghua blinked, suspecting that he had read it wrong. After all, as Wang Tianyu's only friend, Chen Yonghua is very familiar with Wang Tianyu's situation. He knew that Wang Tianyu had just broken through to the 8th level of the basic cultivation method, and theoretically, his strength should be around 160 kilograms. How can the value displayed on the strength testing machine be 286? In the disbelieving gaze of Chen Yonghua, Wang Tianyu's fist hit the strength testing machine twice in a row. 288 kilograms. 287 kilograms. 3 average values. 287 kilograms. Looking at the numbers on the screen, Wang Tianyu nodded in satisfaction. It is said that breaking through the cultivation method to the 10th level will result in a power of 2780. My power is even higher than this standard. After sighing, Wang Tianyu turned his head and looked at his friend Chen Yonghua. At this moment, Chen Yonghua was still staring at the string of numbers on the screen in a daze, unable to come to his senses. A force of 287 kilograms. Wang Tianyu's power far surpassed that of Chen Yonghua. And just a moment ago, Chen Yonghua was still pretending to be a wolf with a big tail, comforting Wang Tianyu there, and saying that he would cover up Wang Tianyu in the future. What qualifications does he have to cover up Wang Tianyu? It should be Wang Tianyu covering him up. Thinking of the words he had just comforted Wang Tianyu in advance, Chen Yonghua's already stunned head became even more bewildered. Chen Yonghua felt like he was a clown just now. Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. Chapter 7. Are you planning to cause a sensation in the whole school? You are listening at novel.Audio. Wang Tianyu looked at Chen Yonghua standing there dumbfounded and said with a faint smile. Old Chen, my strength should be stable when I enter the martial arts class. By the way, what did you just say, old Chen? I didn't hear you clearly. Did you say to me not to be too sad after testing my strength, and even say to cover me up after you graduate from Wudao University? Are you still saying that you want to invite me to the foot washing city and also offer me a complete set? By the way, what is a complete set? What are the items included? I haven't been to the foot washing city before, can you give me a detailed explanation? Until hearing Wang Tianyu's words, Chen Yonghua slowly regained his senses. The next second, Chen Yonghua rushed directly to Wang Tianyu, who didn't care about the foot washing city or the number 1 technician. He loudly said. Your cultivation method must have broken through to the 10th level. Wang Tianyu, I treat you like a good brother and have to use all my savings to invite you to the foot wash city. However, you secretly broke through. You are hiding so well, you have been hiding so hard from your brother. If I hadn't met you at the martial arts school today to test your strength, would you still be hiding it from your brother? No wonder you dare to sign up for a martial arts class. Others mock your poor martial arts talent, saying you are overestimating your abilities and saying you are crazy. It turns out that your strength has reached over 280 kilograms. Are you ready to make a stunning impact on the assessment of the martial arts class and shock all the teachers and students in the school? You must think so. Looking at Chen Yonghua, who was extremely emotional, Wang Tianyu chuckled and said. In the past, I didn't practice seriously, so my progress was not good. These days, I have been a little more serious, and as a result, I accidentally broke through. In fact, breaking through boundaries, in my opinion, should be the simplest and easiest thing in the world. Alright, let's not talk about that for now. I need to hurry home and talk to you tomorrow when I go to school. By the way, you owe me a full set of services from the foot washing city. Don't forget about this. Wang Tianyu waved his hand to Chen Yonghua. Then, Wang Tianyu turned around and left the martial arts school. And Chen Yonghua looked at Wang Tianyu's figure, with no jealousy on his face, only joy. Happy for my brothers. Returning home, Wang Tianyu took out the key and opened the door. Brother is back, Mom, brother is back. Opening the door and entering the room, a sticky sound came from Wang Tianyu's ear. The sticky sound came from a little girl with a ponytail and a round face. The little girl is Wang Mengmeng, the younger sister of Wang Tianyu, who is only 5 years old this year. Upon seeing Wang Tianyu return, Wang Mengmeng, who was originally lying on the sofa watching TV, immediately got up. Brother. Hug. Hug. Looking at the lovely Wang Mengmeng, Wang Tianyu certainly wouldn't refuse his sister's small request. He picked up Wang Mengmeng from the ground and said with a smile, Mengmeng has become heavier again, and she will soon become a big girl. Brother, I ate a lot of delicious food just now. Look, I also left this for you. Speaking, Wang Mengmeng took out a fist-sized orange from her pocket. Alright, cute, come down quickly. Your brother has just finished training and is already very tired. The speaker was Wang Tianyu's mother, who was not very tall and only looked a little over 1.6 meters tall, 1 head shorter than Wang Tianyu. Placing Wang Mengmeng on the ground, Wang Tianyu naturally shouted out. Mom. Well, you can sit down for a while, and I'll go heat up your meal. After speaking, the Queen Mother turned around and walked towards the kitchen. Wang Tianyu's home area is very small, with a family of 4 living in a small apartment of only over 50 square meters. It's not that Wang Tianyu's parents lack the ability to even buy a better place to live. On the contrary, both Wang's father and mother are very hardworking, and with their hands, they have also earned a lot of money over the years. However, because Wang Tianyu had to practice martial arts, most of his family's income was spent on him. Learning martial arts is not an easy task. The practice of basic cultivation method is very physically demanding. Wang Tianyu needs to eat a lot of good food and supplements in order to maintain his body's consumption. This is the local chicken that I bought specifically. It has high nutritional value. Please taste it. Wang Mu's craftsmanship is very good, and Wang Tianyu is indeed hungry at this moment. Wang Tianyu felt a bit wolfed down at the moment. Mom, the chicken soup you made must be delicious. Wang Tianyu put down his chopsticks and took the bowl of chicken soup from his mother's hand. After finishing the chicken soup in the bowl with 2 bites, Wang Tianyu pulled out a chicken thigh from the big bowl. Come on, cute, and take it, big chicken legs, eat it and grow tall. Although Wang Mengmeng is young, she is very sensible. Brother, you eat. Mom said you're going to have an exam soon and you need to eat more. You're not hungry, cute. I ate a lot just now. Children cannot hide their worries. Although Wang Mengmeng said she is not hungry, her eyes are tightly fixed on the chicken legs. Looking at Wang Mengmeng with a longing expression on his face, Wang Tianyu put the chicken leg into her hand and then pinched her face with the other hand. Take it and eat. Look, brother, there are still many dishes here. Wang Mengmeng took the chicken leg, but she didn't immediately put it into the mouth. Instead, she looked at the Queen Mother. "Eat it, look at your greedy look." With the permission of the Queen Mother, Wang Mengmeng began to nibble on chicken legs. "It's so fragrant, so delicious." Looking at his younger sister's satisfied smile, Wang Tianyu rubbed Wang Mengmeng's head with his hand. "Brother, you messed up my hair, even cute isn't cute anymore." "How could it not be cute? We are cute and adorable, the cutest in the world." Just as the siblings were playing and joking, the sound of opening the door came from outside the room. The person who entered this time was Wang Tianyu's father. Wang's father is only in his 40s this year, but his white hair and wrinkles on his face are already quite noticeable. Wang Tianyu's father is a small manager in a factory. In order to earn more money, he often chooses to work overtime. Everyone else wants to push off duty and overtime, but Wang's father has been rushing to do it. It is common for Wang's father to return home around 10 p.m. at night, and there are times when he returns home even later. "Dad! I'm back." Wang Tianyu, Wang Mengmeng, and Wang Mu simultaneously spoke their own voices. Wang's father had a tired expression on his face, but upon hearing his family's greetings, he responded with a smile, "He's back." Queen Mother stood up from the chair and looked at her father, saying, "Just right, let's eat something. I'll go get you a bowl and chopsticks." "No, I had a snack in the factory." In the evening, the factory prepared fried rice with eggs, which tasted good. Father Wang shook his head to signal that he would stop eating. Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. Chapter 8. Further improvement. You are listening at novel.Audio. After chatting with his parents for a while, Wang Tianyu lay in bed. "Good night, cute. I turned off the lights." "Good night, brother." Wang Tianyu's home only has 2 bedrooms, one for his parents, and the other for Wang Tianyu and his sister. A small bedroom can't accommodate 2 beds, but now it's the kind of bed that goes up and down. Wang Tianyu sleeps on the lower bunk, while Wang Mengmeng sleeps on the upper bunk. Concentrate, the system panel reappeared in Wang Tianyu's mind. Basic cultivation method. 10th level, can be improved. Energy point. 4. Upgrade. As Wang Tianyu's heart moved, the numbers on the panel also changed. 11th level, can be improved. Then, Wang Tianyu appeared again in that space. The same scene, the same feeling. The difference is that this time Wang Tianyu practiced the 11th layer of the basic cultivation method. Isn't it really the same timeline? Wang Tianyu, who had regained his senses, looked at his phone and clearly remembered the time when he had just chosen to upgrade the system. That will be 10.52 in the evening. Wang Tianyu practiced in that space until he mastered the 11th level of the basic cultivation method, before leaving. Wang Tianyu, who could walk out, looked at the time on his phone. The displayed time on it was 10:53 p.m. in the evening. Deducting the time spent focusing on the panel. So the result is that the practice in the cultivation space just now did not consume any time. Time passed quickly, and in the blink of an eye, a week passed. Wang Tianyu has been living a very regular life this week. Classroom, martial arts school, and home are these 3 places, and Wang Tianyu has lived a life of 3 points and 1 line. A week ago, Wang Tianyu elevated the basic cultivation method to the 12th level. The 12th level is already the highest level, and the full level, basic cultivation method, has a much faster strengthening speed on the body than before. Wang Tianyu felt that his physical strength was increasing every day. Although the full layer of basic cultivation methods brought good physical training effects to Wang Tianyu. But Wang Tianyu still had a knot in his heart that had not been untied. Wang Tianyu has tried many methods this week, but the energy point has not increased at all. Without any prompts or feelings, Wang Tianyu could only try it bit by bit on his own. Soon, it was time to register for the martial arts class. Classroom of Class 4, Grade 3, Grade 2. The people who have registered for the martial arts class selection will come out with me, while the others will stay in the classroom to study on their own. The speaker was the homeroom teacher Yan Jie, whose expression was serious at the moment. Upon hearing Yan Jie's words, Wang Tianyu stood up. There were 9 other people standing up like Wang Tianyu, and Chen Yongguo was one of them. As these 10 people stood up, bursts of cheers and encouragement came from the classroom. Chen Yongguo, come on, you can definitely become a warrior. I'm still waiting for you to come back and cover me up. Chen Yongguo smiled at a well-connected classmate who was calling him. Classmates, you can definitely succeed. Our high school seniors and seniors are the best. Go Hongkai, you can do it, I believe you. When you become a warrior, I will be your girlfriend. No one was going to make fun of this brave girl, and at this moment, a strange atmosphere permeated the classroom. These somewhat chaotic blessings gradually converged into 2 words under the leadership of the class monitor. Come on. From one person to a few people to the whole class, the cheers converged into a big wave. Accompanied by the blessings of his classmates, Wang Tianyu and 10 others walked out of the classroom and followed behind Yan Jie. Yan Jie brought Wang Tianyu and the others to the school playground. At this moment, there is a boxing test machine on the playground, and there is already a long queue in front of it. You queue up here, adjust your state, this is the only chance, you must seize it well. Yan Jie admonished Wang Tianyu and his group. Then, Wang Tianyu and the others also lined up in the queue. Wang Tianyu roughly looked at the long queue behind and in front of him, with around 200 people at first glance. Without counting the number of people for Wang Tianyu, a voice rang out on the playground. All the students who have registered for the martial arts class this time have arrived, totaling 193 people. The number of people registering for the martial arts class this year is higher than last year, which is both good and bad. A good thing is that everyone's physical fitness is getting better and better, which is a big good thing, representing the progress of the school's student population. For the school, it's a good thing, but for you, it's a bad thing. Due to limited resources, the admission standard for martial arts classes martial arts skills has been raised to 220 kilograms. The sound came from the podium, and at this moment, there was a row of school leaders sitting on the podium. The speaker was the principal of number 2 middle school. With gray hair, he looked very old-fashioned, but with the support of the sound system, his voice still appeared loud. Upon hearing these words, many people on the playground changed their faces. These people generally have a punching power of around 200 kilograms. Last year, the admission standard for the martial arts class was 200 kilograms. They originally thought that this year, it would also be 200 kilograms, but a very small number of people were still taking chances and hoped that this year's standard would decrease. But now hearing the principal's words, this group of people immediately felt a panic in their hearts. Without giving these people time to complain, the voice on the podium continued to ring, I declare that this martial arts class test has officially begun. As the principal's words fell, the teachers who maintained order began organizing students to start testing. The eliminated ones stand on the left, and the qualified ones stand on the right. Remember to come to me after the test to sign and confirm your score. After the test teacher finished speaking this sentence, the queue began to move forward. 202 kilograms, eliminated, next place, 228 kilograms, pass the test and stand in the yellow line area on the right. The testing proceeded in an orderly manner. The queue advanced at a fast pace, and soon arrived at a girl not far in front of Wang Tianyu. Looking at the few girls in the queue, this one happened to be so close to me. Wang Tianyu also looked over curiously, wanting to see if she could pass the test. Xie Hongmei. In front of the testing machine, there is a teacher who records grades. At this moment, he is holding the registration information in his hand and checking it. Yes, teacher. Well, that's right. The photos and basic information match, you can start now. The teacher who closed the materials and recorded the grades signaled Xie Hongmei to start the test. Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. Chapter 9. Full Power Explosion. You are listening at Novel Full.Audio. As one of the few girls in the queue, Xie Hongmei not only caught the attention of the teacher. Xie Hongmei's appearance is not bad. With a tall figure, Xie Hongmei looks very youthful and beautiful. Such an excellent Xie Hongmei naturally caught the attention of other testers. The tester this time is a girl, and I don't know how much strength she has. However, looking at her small arms and legs, I guess she was also eliminated. A boy who has already been eliminated, standing in the elimination zone, has a slightly sour tone. Little arms and legs, her name is Xie Hongmei, from our class. I estimate she can lift you up with just one hand. Someone immediately began to refute the boy just now. Ignoring the discussion below, Xie Hongmei punched directly. Oh, 350 kilograms, qualified, next person. Xie Hongmei's grades caused a soft moan from the teacher. Because Xie Hongmei has achieved her best results so far. How did she manage to weigh over 300 kilograms? She's so much taller than me. The best result was actually achieved by a girl, it's embarrassing for us men. Then go ahead and surpass her, show your true masculine qualities. Wang Tianyu listened to the whispers beside him and felt a bit amused. Did you see that? You eliminated scumbag, I'm sorry to say that others have small arms and legs. You have also been eliminated. What kind of god are you pretending to be here, spicy chicken? Scum, who are you talking about? Speak for whoever interfaces. The two people in the elimination zone just now started arguing again, and their voices were still loud, reaching Wang Tianyu's ears. Quiet. With a light shout from the teacher who was maintaining order, the two bickering immediately shut their mouths. 300 kilograms, qualified, next person. The person in front of Wang Tianyu achieved a good result of 300 kilograms, but Xie Hongmei's result was ahead. This guy didn't attract much attention. It was soon Wang Tianyu's turn to start testing. Standing in front of the punching test machine, Wang Tianyu took the best position to exert his strength. Wang Tianyu had no intention of hiding his clumsiness, let alone saying that hiding his clumsiness was meaningless. The most important thing is that Wang Tianyu has seen some information online, which is about the testing of martial arts classes. Although some information about martial arts cultivation is strictly controlled by ordinary people. However, these not too confidential things can still be found online. Someone online has said that the better you perform in a martial arts class, the better your grades will be, and the more training resources you will receive later on. Wang Tianyu, who had no intention of hiding anything, exerted all his strength and struck his fist heavily on the sandbag of the testing machine. 400 kilograms, young man, is very good. Currently, your strength is the highest. Let's sign to confirm your score. Looking at Wang Tianyu's score, the teacher who recorded the score smiled at him with a friendly tone. 400 kilograms, qualified. Next up. After announcing Wang Tianyu's results, the people on the playground immediately had a new topic. Hush. 400 kilograms, who is this person? I haven't heard of him before. His name is Wang Tianyu, from class 4 of grade 3 in high school. I know him. This is the highest so far, right? Finally, some boys have surpassed that girl, otherwise we would have been embarrassed if we were pushed down by a girl when we entered the martial arts class. The results achieved by Wang Tianyu sparked waves of discussion, and many students began to discuss him. Come on, relax a bit. Behind Wang Tianyu is Qin Yonghua. As his only good friend at school, Wang Tianyu still hopes that Qin Yonghua can pass the test. After saying these words, Wang Tianyu stood within the qualified yellow line area. After Wang Tianyu walked in, he immediately enjoyed the treatment of being praised by the stars. Without getting in touch with anyone, they all took the initiative to greet Wang Tianyu. Hello Wang Tianyu, my name is Li Guohui. From now on, we will be classmates in the martial arts class. Hello. Wang Tianyu, how many layers have you reached in your basic cultivation method? Why can you play with such high punching power? The person asking this is another girl who passed the test. At this moment, only she and Xie Hongmei, two girls on the field, passed the test. There aren't many layers, I'm just playing better. Wang Tianyu's answer was very humble. Wang Tianyu's current state is similar to those who scored high in exams and were asked about their learning experience. The other person replied, I haven't learned much either. When I'm tired of playing, I just take some time to read a book. Wang Tianyu, I am Wang Hepeng from class 1 of senior high school. We are all training at the Yangwei Martial Arts School. Do you remember me? There is one. Wang Tianyu dealt with the people around him who greeted him. Although these people came together only because Wang Tianyu had good potential, I hope to get to know him and make friends. Wang Tianyu was also very clear that if he only used around 200 kilograms of fist power, these people would definitely not be so proactive. Moreover, Wang Tianyu himself doesn't really like the way these people approach each other. So, Wang Tianyu is just a bit random and should be attached to them. Worshipping the strong is human nature. Don't think that these students should be simply arrogant. Although having some self, living in one's own world. I thought the sky was the largest, and then there was my second student. But the vast majority of students are very intelligent. Now, come and say hello to Wang Tianyu, mix your face as well, in case you can make friends in the future. If you have multiple friends and multiple paths, and you are still a friend who looks excellent, then this road may become wider. Moreover, even if they cannot become friends, saying hello will not cause them any loss. Hello, my name is Xie Hongmei. Even Xie Hongmei, who was snatched the first place, was not angry. Instead, he approached with a smile and greeted Wang Tianyu. Hello, Wang Tianyu. Just as Wang Tianyu answered Xie Hongmei, the test results from Qin Yonggua's side also came out. While chatting with people around him, Wang Tianyu also kept an eye on Qin Yonggua's testing situation. 225 kilograms, qualified, next place. Through the test, Qin Yonggua immediately ran to the side of Wang Tianyu. It's qualified, and I'm also qualified. Qin Yonggua's tone was very excited, and Wang Tianyu could feel his excitement. I already said you could do it. Look, I said there's no problem. Qin Yonggua was able to pass the test, and Wang Tianyu was also very happy. Later, I'll treat you to a drink. I'm so happy, Qin Yonggua, who passed the test, is very excited at this moment. Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. Chapter 10. People are more popular than people. You are listening at novel.Audio. To celebrate his passing of the test, Qin Yonggua immediately came up with a great way to celebrate, which is to drink alcohol. Of course, Wang Tianyu would not disappoint at this time. Yes, but I want to drink red. Upon hearing Wang Tianyu's request, Qin Yonggua waved his hand. It's easy to say, white, red, and beer are all for you to drink. Wang Tianyu and Qin Yonggua are discussing the evening celebration. Originally, Wang Tianyu did not pay attention to the testing site, but suddenly he heard a very high test score. 505 kilograms, qualified, next one. The score mentioned by the test teacher is really amazing. Everyone turned to the testing machine and looked over. Wang Tianyu is no exception, he is also surprised who it is, so abnormal. Wang Tianyu looked towards the playground and saw that the person who scored 505 kilograms in the test was a boy. The boy is about 1.8 meters tall and his facial features look very three-dimensional. The well-proportioned figure, paired with a fitted sportswear, makes this boy look very sunny and handsome. This is Deng Rensheng, the class monitor of Class 1, but he is the Prince Charming in the hearts of many girls. The speaker's tone was sour, but it also made Wang Tianyu know the boy's name. Why is the gap so big? Just now, someone hit 400 kilograms and it's okay. Now, even with over 500 kilograms, it's more than twice my strength. This is too abnormal. The boy who was speaking was full of frustration. Originally, he was stuck on the qualification line, but now he is greatly stimulated by Deng Rensheng's grades. I heard that in Deng Rensheng's family, there is a relationship between martial artists. People compare themselves to others, and they are infuriating. There are some things that you can't do even if you don't accept them. So what if we have a relationship with martial artists? We are all members of the martial arts class now, and we can also become martial artists in the future. From the gossip among the surrounding crowd, Wang Tianyu also learned some basic information about Deng Rensheng. Deng Rensheng, who entered the qualified area, also enjoyed the same treatment as Wang Tianyu before. The people who were originally surrounded by Wang Tianyu now ran to Deng Rensheng's side to get close again. In the future, we will be classmates and there will definitely be opportunities to gather frequently. No, I'm just a little ahead. Maybe you'll become warriors before me. Taking care of each other, classmates help each other, you help me, I help you. It's easy to say, it's not a big deal. If you have time, everyone can have a sparring experience. Deng Rensheng in the crowd is very talkative. No matter who greets him, he will smile and reply a few words. Deng Rensheng was very kind, without any intention of belittling others just because of his own strength. Not long after, everyone had completed their boxing test. There have been no explosive results like Deng Rensheng again. In the entire test, only Deng Rensheng had the best score, with Wang Tianyu ranking second. Wang Tianyu glanced and saw that there were still many people standing in the qualified area like himself. There are only a small number of people in the unqualified area. The vast majority of people who have registered for the martial arts class have passed the test. After all, one's own strength is actually known in their own hearts, and those who have not reached the standard line will not come to test. If it weren't for an increase in admission scores this year, there would definitely be more people passing the test. As the test was completed, the principal on the podium began to speak again. First of all, I would like to congratulate those who have passed the boxing test. Your previous efforts have paid off at this moment. Congratulations to you. Pop pop pop. Under the leadership of the leaders on the podium, warm applause rang out on the stage. However, for students who have not passed the test, there is no need to be discouraged. In this society, not only martial artists are needed, but ordinary people are also an important part of the operation of society. If you work hard to learn cultural knowledge, you can also achieve success in the future. At this moment, the students in the qualified area are all excited, and the successful ones have smiles on their faces. Eliminating people in the area would be a different story. Most of the people in the elimination zone have a gloomy expression on their faces, with a few girls even having tears on their faces. These high school seniors are no longer children, and the dull mental soup of the principal has little effect on them. However, the principal clearly has no intention of continuing to comfort these losers. As eliminated, it means that their identity is that of an ordinary high school student. And these ordinary students, obviously, cannot attract too much attention from the principal. Students who did not pass the test can now return to their own classrooms. Although you failed your martial arts test, there is also the college entrance examination for cultural subjects. You should pick yourself up, study hard, and strive to achieve good results in cultural subjects. Although the people in the elimination zone are very unwilling in their hearts, they do not have the capital to resist this result. So, these losers can only face reality now, gradually scattering and returning to their own classrooms. Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th.